I suppose because of the way we did it, started off in the normal fashion with a list of potential songs, as we've done with every album.
Yeah.
I've never written an album, so it's never been that you record an album and that clears everything out, and then you perform those songs for a year or 2 years, and then you start again and write a new album, and etc. It's never been like that. I've never got rid of the songs. You know, we still perform ones from the first album, the second album,
Yeah.
they're all still alive. And so it isn't that each one is a separate set of thoughts or a separate enterprise in that way. So what's normally happened is that Charles and I have constructed a list and then whittled it down. And that's meant over the years that a number of songs never quite made the cut, but there was never a solid reason for that. Perhaps just that there were others that we were performing more, or ones that, you know, were more familiar because of the number of times they'd been done. But it didn't mean the ones left out were, as it were, not any good. And this time we couldn't whittle the list down. And I was whittling it down, and then you were saying, "Oh, I thought we could do that one." And Charles said, "Oh, I quite like that one." And it came to a point then where, I don't know, we thought, all right, let's do them all.
Yeah.
So for the very first time, we'll be clearing the decks here. And some of these songs have been rejuvenated. They're ones that were written quite some time ago.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. How old do you think is the oldest track on it, do you think?
The oldest track on it is the first one I ever wrote on the 12-string.
Right, yeah.
So that's over 10 years ago.
Goodness.
And that's called Everybody Knows. That was, when I first got the 12-string, I tried to play Blind Willie McTell's Statesboro Blues, the original version of it. But I couldn't work it out and I couldn't do it, and I wound up with a completely different tune. So I put some words to that.
And that's Everybody Knows.
Yeah, and then I put a middle 8 in it, turned it into a very different thing. You know, what's happened is that you and Charles have done arrangements for each song yourselves, the bass and particularly the drums and percussion, and that's turned them into things they've never been before. So they are, the old songs now are new, as far as I'm concerned. They've just started.
It's easy for me to see, give biased comments, I guess, but yeah, every track does feel fresh and alive. The sound of it's really coming on. We're still working on it.
Yeah, I think one of the great discoveries, I guess, from my point of view, as we start to listen to the tracks put together as albums, is the incredible amount of variety of sound and, as I say, and atmosphere that the three of us managed to generate.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, here's a bunch of songs done by the same lineup, and it's just, you know, the same sound with a whole lot of different tunes. It's a whole lot of different sounds.
Yeah.
A whole lot of different bands, really, in a way.
Yeah.
And that's pretty amazing.